On Sunday, we showed you guys a video, and unfortunately, Kiwi Skips was a victim of a burglary. Our offices got broken into, and they come in through a window, well, a window in each office. So basically, how Kiwi Skips works is we have 4 separate rapid rooms, and they're not connected. So each one was individually broken into. They've taken the till, which luckily we don't really like to hold cash here, so there wasn't a lot of cash in there. And moving forward, we won't be holding any cash here at all. Also, they got into my office, they ripped apart my drawers, filing cabinet. Look, I was still looking for cash. I imagine these guys are just looking for their hit, and yeah, absolute lowlives. And then they have gone through the kitchen, and again, probably just looking for money, which luckily they wouldn't have found because there is none. And they've just ripped everything apart, made a hell of a mess, and done quite a lot of damage to our windows, so they're going to need replaced. This is one of those things that you think will never happen to you, but when it does, it sucks, but it just wakes you up that this stuff can actually happen to you at any given time. And on the back of that, we will be putting in extra security, we'll be putting in alarms and more cameras. But again, being a small business, we just can't afford this sort of stuff to happen, and it just sucks that we work so hard, we care so much about our business, we take so much care of our yard, and people just think they can come in and help themselves to it. And that's just, it's just so fucking annoying. But here we are. We'll have a bit of a walk around, and we had some footage from the cameras. Luckily we do have cameras, and they've come in through our courtyard, and what they did was they just basically came up to this window. It's double glazed, so maybe it would have been a bit harder for them to pop it out like they did with the other office, but they've just ripped it open and done quite a bit of damage to the window frame. So I just took a phone call, and that was the police, and they're arriving now just to do some forensic-y shit, so hopefully they can catch these guys. So we'll just carry on around here, and we've got footage of these scoundrels walking up here, and they've been going through everything. They've been looking at the building, trying to find any way in, and they've come around here, and this is what I think is quite interesting. There's the window from behind my computer. So what they did was they actually popped the aluminium window frame out and took the glass out, walked around here, set it down nicely there. They did chip the corner off it, but then they've gone and climbed in. So, and when they've climbed in, they've kicked the shit out of the back of my computer. And then the worst thing that annoys me the most is that when they've got in there, they've absolutely ripped the place apart. They've thrown everything out of my drawers, my filing cabinet. So it's going to be a wee bit of sorting out for me to do yet. They've come around here. They've put a box of our business cards out here, which is kind of weird. They probably thought there might have been money in there, so they brought it out here, opened it up, had a look. And they've come in through here, and you probably can't tell, but they pry these windows open and it's actually bent the frame. So then when they've come in here, if you look in there, you'll see a till on the ground. So there's a till, they've absolutely ripped it to pieces and cleaned it out. They've even taken all the coins out. There was a lot of 10, 20 cent, 50 cent coins in there. Everything's gone, so these guys are pretty desperate. Like I say, this is, whenever anything like this happens, it just shakes you, and it makes you feel sick that someone else has been in where you spend almost every day and ripped it all apart. Or, you know, we work so hard to build this business, and someone comes in and rips it all apart like that, it just breaks your heart, to be honest. I'm gutted, I'm devastated. But luckily for us, the police are here now, so hopefully they can find something, a fingerprint, a footprint, something. Yeah, we'll show you in my office. So I'm pretty stoked that nothing bad has happened to my daughter's skip truck, but they've completely ripped apart the frame. This has always just been like a storage just for storing things away, which I won't touch any of that, but yeah, that's all tucked away in here. My filing cabinet's open, and this is where it gets real messy. And normally my desk is a lot cleaner than this, but they've just ripped everything out of the filing cabinet, which is a big pile down there. Oh, so as you see, they've come through this window. We've since had the glazier in here first thing this morning and replaced that. Yeah. I just don't know. Oh no, I'm just feeling quite deflated. That's all for Trash Talk episode 25. Just remember, if you've got a business of any nature, it's so important that you don't carry cash on site and leave your till open. So don't carry cash on site, leave your till open. If you have a safe, make sure it's a good, solid, bolted down safe. But the best preventative measure is to not carry cash on site. That's all for Trash Talk episode 25. We'll see you next week.